What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of the Rated R Wrestling Podcast. I am Aaron, a.k.a. Stud Muffin Supreme.
And I am Michael the Motherfucker.
All right, and once again, conspicuous by his absence, unfortunately, Kyle...
Hold on a minute there, motherfuckers.
Are you kidding me?
I'm back, bitches.
Guy.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Oh, fuck.
Rated R Wrestling Podcast. Go! Uncensored and unapologetic. Rated R Wrestling starts now.
All right, folks, let's try this again. Welcome, Kyle. I'm glad you finally decided to fucking show up.
Man, it didn't show up. Fucking work, bud.
Yeah, I've been gone long enough. Like I said, I was on the shitter for a long time, and then I was going to come back last episode, but then aliens came down and abducted me, and I got probed in the ass, so I've been gone for that. But I am now I'm fucking back and ready to fucking tackle this. I'm back, you fucking virgins. Did you miss me?
Yep, and remember, we are professionals, right?
That's right, we are professionals.
On the
We are
Markcast.
professionals on the Markcast.
Yep.
Back in the saddle.
All right, folks. Well, now that the whole gang's here, we can actually get started. And welcome. Today is, what is today, actually? Man, I'm losing my mind. It's November 3rd.
The third.
2025. And I found one notable mention for this day in history.
The Belts are back.
Yep. And it's not necessarily involving actual wrestling, but it does involve a wrestler, one that we all pretty much like. In 1998, November 3rd, in one of the greatest upsets in American political history, Jesse the Body Ventura was elected the governor of Minnesota.
That's right. I was elected.
And I had a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
See, those guys didn't want a wrestler as a politician, but I proved them
And Hulk
wrong.
Hogan ratted us out with a union man.
I just wanted a union. McMahon didn't want the reunion.
Man didn't want to unionize wrestling. I mean, gotta give him a big ups for trying.
He didn't want to.
We love you, Jesse. Shout out to Jesse if you hear this.
See, he didn't want
Shout out, original Governator.
The Governor, for sure.
Take that, Arnold. Love you, Arnold.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
Put the cookie down.
I would be back.
Alrighty, so today's episode, you can tell by the thumbnail, the main point of our discussion today, we're going to be going over Mount Rushmores of wrestling. Before we get to that, though, Saturday night's main event just happened, so I figured we could briefly go over that a little bit because some newsworthy things did happen. So, Cody Rhodes beat Drew McIntyre, but it appears that he did cheat to win. So my question, guys, what is two questions? One, are they slowly planting the seeds for the Cody turn? And two, where does Drew go from here?
How many times is Drew gonna fucking lose until he's like, what is this? I mean, what is this, number 6 of his title run, matches he's lost?
His winning streak for title matches has not been up to par, I will admit.
So he carries the company through the shitty pandemic, and this is his rewards?
And then Trips hands him the shovel.
There you go. I don't see a lot in you, Drew. I see you.
A lot of people were hoping for them to pull the trigger and give Drew the belt, because
This guy included.
even I admit Cody's second run is not really hitting.
Starting to get a little stale, guys.
Starting to stink.
I wouldn't say that. It's definitely starting to stale out, though. Give it a little more time, and you may see a little fester, a little rot. We're not there yet, in my opinion, but we're getting close.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's too many cooks in the kitchen here, because
Yes.
it's hard to tell because you can't have everybody be the main event, unfortunately. But it's like, do we keep doing these long ass title reigns? It's like, do we kind of break it up every once in a while and maybe play a little hot potato or something? It seems like the only time the belt changes hands is when there's an injury or something that forces creative plans to change. Triple H likes these long storylines, which I appreciate.
Some continuity compared to his predecessor, especially at the end, where he couldn't keep consistency from even one end of a Raw to the next.
Yeah.
Not everyone needs a reign of terror, Paul. I mean, for fuck's sake.
But with that being said, for all the credit he gets for being different than Vince, he seems to be very comfortable running things almost exactly as Vince did.
The Vince-isms are showing sometimes, but you have to understand too, dude learned under Vince, so if he's going to have that there. There's a lot of things that he does different than Vince, which I appreciate, but every now and then those Vince-isms come back, and you see it. But, yeah, hopefully, I mean, everybody's clamoring, hey, Drew, you need to go to AEW. What the fuck difference is that going to make? What's he going to do in AEW?
What's he going to do with Tony Khan?
He'll make a splash for 2 weeks, and then he'll be feuding or joining the Don Callis family.
Yes, he'll be the fascination of Tony for about 2 weeks, and then, yes, he will be relegated to the toy box with the other toys.
That's the problem. That's the biggest issue with both companies, to be perfectly honest with you. There's so many people. They have so many people on their roster. You can't have all your favorites at the top of the mountain at the same time, unfortunately.
Nope.
There's got to be pacing. That's why, I mean, so yeah, Drew could go to AEW for a big pop, but that's only, look what happened to Edge. Edge with their huge pop, what's he done?
Well, other than the expected run with Christian.
Yeah, which that's been
not a lot. That was good. That's a great bright spot in what the company's been doing lately.
But then they derailed that.
It has gotten a little off the tracks, and now
now apparently
they're their team again, which, I mean, that's the natural evolution you would want, but it just didn't seem to come in the way you expected.
Yeah.
And now he's gone from AEW, supposedly.
No, he's still there. He apparently left to film some show or something. Because people were talking about him being Cena's final opponent, but that's not going to happen.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that. We'll touch on that.
I'd love to see him go through that forbidden door one time.
But that would have to be
the one door that's truly forbidden, Tony.
But that's the thing. Tony, I don't think the relationship between the two companies is good enough to do that. He wouldn't do that for Sting. He wouldn't let Sting go to the Lex Luger's Hall of Fame out of pettiness.
Correct.
Which, in some ways, I understand because WWE's taken its fair share of shots at him too. So it's gone both ways. So I understand.
But Tony has tolerated WWE stars being practically involved in AEW business, like Bayley with Monet.
Yeah.
Tony could be the bigger man.
He could.
Be.
Tony has an opportunity to win some PR points here and totally push for this to happen.
Goodwill. He would get goodwill with fans.
You would get some goodwill points with the fans, Tony. I'm sure you have some, if not yourself, someone scouring the unknown podcasts. And should you ever come across this tidbit, Tony, you're welcome to use it.
Yeah. And I just now thought of it. Could be a fair way. Okay, I let you use Edge. Maybe you owe me a favor down the line. Because TNA did that with Christian. Remember that?
I do.
They sent Christian over to do some sort of special announcement for a Slammiversary.
It was a Slammiversary back in 2012.
Because they let Flair come and do the Hall of Fame even though he was still with TNA.
That's right.
So Tony could be the bigger man. Maybe that extends an olive branch. Maybe we finally get some cohesion, maybe. Probably not going to happen, but...
It'd be nice, though.
Wishful thinking. Smoking the hopium, as Jimmy says.
Well, he could also lay off the nose candy a little bit. Maybe that would help.
Allegedly.
No.
All right.
Candy.
So, wrapping it up. Cody's still the champ. We don't know where Drew's going, but we'll see what happens.
I dragged us out to WrestleMania.
Then we move on to, I bet, your favorite part of the night. So, Tiffany got squashed by Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, what do you want to rant about?
Well, to be honest, if they were going to do that, that was how they had to do it, was to do a squash, a Goldberg-style squash. 2-3 minutes tops?
Fuck, at least a few minutes. And Tiffany
she
got like
powerbombed the shit out of her.
What'd she get, like a couple punches?
But once again, somebody's cosplaying super heavily. Somebody just can't seem to stop being in the comic book.
What was she dressed like, the Punisher?
I think she... Was that on SmackDown where she was the Punisher?
That was the Halloween costume at the very beginning of the show. And then, for her match, she was back to being Storm.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was two people in one show. You all see what I'm saying? She's
the Punisher,
and then she's Storm, which that's her everyday costume. So she can't... That's not special.
She's an overachiever.
You didn't like her little tribute to her mother at the end where she was looking up to the heavens?
I mean, that's fine. I mean, everyone's got, family that they love and miss, and I'm not gonna mark rubber for that. But what I am gonna is, this is just the wrong thing for WWE to do. I hope it's a very, very temporary transitional period, and I hope we get to the real champion very, very soon, because I don't believe she's capable of carrying a championship and actually doing anything of value on a microphone. She has no manager. She can't, no mic skills. So what's she gonna do? Just not show up until the pay-per-view and defend belts?
Let's give it to Chelsea Green.
I wouldn't mind that.
I would love that. Or honestly, just about anyone at this point. Even and I gotta say no to Maxine too, because my points are very much the same for her as they are for Jade. But
she's getting a little better though.
Yeah, but they both have something.
They're both very obviously green and should have been in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H seems to have pet projects, especially anyone that was formerly in AEW, and we're gonna put the belt on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, notice how a lot of the top champions are all ex-AEW stars, pretty much.
I think he likes the Tony Fumble chants that you're hearing at.
Tony fumbled!
It strokes his ego that he thinks he got over on Tony.
I got one over.
To a point he does, but you don't want that to get too far into your
I
head.
told you I wouldn't be playing.
But yeah, so he's not a fan of Jade winning. Did I take it you're not a big fan either?
I mean, look, Tiffy time had to eventually run out. I mean, she was 300 days as champion at this point.
I just thought it would be at a better time.
Perhaps.
Continue.
I feel like you're right. It is. I think they did that. If they're going to have Jade win and do that, like I mentioned last time, she needs to be a big vicious heel. Squashing a bastard. I mean, that's the way to set. Now, can they maintain that? That's the question.
My seemingly obvious answer: no.
It's possible.
She's not going to be able to maintain this. What's she going to do? Be a big, quiet heel?
I mean, they're not going to do it like they did with her TBS reign when she was TBS champion for like 500 days.
Well,
yeah, they're not going to.
I still say they're.
What? I really hope that Triple H doesn't get the idea to one up Tony on that. I really don't.
Fuck. She'll hold it.
I don't think so. I don't think
Ugh.
I don't think she's going to. This is just my theory. I think she's holding on to it till WrestleMania, and I think Bianca is coming back and winning the Rumble. That's my prediction.
Kyle, I had a buddy earlier today tell me the exact same thing, that she was going to hold the belt until Money in the Bank. Oh my God, that would be a damn train wreck. There's no way in hell you have her hold the belt until Money in the Bank.
Because it's
you can't hide her that long.
It's now in September next year, isn't it?
Next September.
So it's shit.
That'd be what, almost a year?
That'd be quite a long time.
Yes.
And what's she gonna do? Feud with the same
If
two
you think
women?
Tiffy time got old, wait until Storm time comes to an end. We'll be very, very with it.
Yeah.
Phony!
Big phony.
Big phony! Big phony!
But we'll see what that goes. And then, of course, as predicted, I didn't figure this wasn't going to be a surprise. Dirty Dom retains the IC title in a triple threat with Miro and Penta.
Right thing to do.
Yeah, I think so. Keep the momentum going. I think Penta and Phoenix should be teamed up here sooner rather than later.
Fucking do it already. Goddamn.
So we'll see. I figured that was going to happen anyway because all the rumors that he was going to be defending the belt against John Cena. So we'll see what happens. And we'll get to John Cena next, actually, because they announced a 16-man tournament is going to be taking place.
Which I think is really, really, really dumb.
I agree. It's fucking stupid.
The winner of this tournament is going to be John Cena's final opponent in December. And I believe, what did they call the tournament? The My Time Is Now?
The Last Time Is Now.
The Last Time Is Now.
And they act like this is some sort of huge opportunity. What kind of opportunity is this? This is no opportunity. This should be one of John's legendary historical opponents. It should be kind of pulled from nowhere. Let's be honest. Let's do it Tony style. Triple H, you want to one up Tony? Let's do it that way. This is stupid.
Stupid.
Why have a tournament to reveal who John Cena's last opponent's going to be? You all made such a big deal of the opportunity this is. It's not even a title shot.
I understand why they're doing it in a kayfabe sense because there's John Cena's last match. This is kind of a big deal. So I guess they assume everyone's going to want to fight for that opportunity to do it. That's what I'm getting by. Obviously, I'm not as peeved about it as you two gentlemen, but the only reason I think it's cool is because they're saying, okay, we've got people from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and the quote was people that don't even work here. So automatically, I know it's going to be Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe, we want you to show up now.
Please show up.
Hey, that's not how the fucking game rules. Where are you?
Where the fuck are you?
We said your name,
Joe. We'll give you an opportunity to show at your leisure. Get in contact with us.
Yeah, you handsome Scottish fuck.
Oh yeah, Rated R Wrestling at yahoo.com.
That's right.
Do we actually have an email address?
I think we do. Or no, it's a Google account, I think, because of YouTube. But if not, message me on TikTok, bro.
Any fans or anybody who wants to come on?
Contact me on TikTok or contact us here on YouTube itself. You can personal message our account.
Holla at us in the comments even.
Holla at us, player.
But now,
Holla.
the whole anybody could be from anywhere. People already talked about Edge again, which we've covered that. But an interesting name, Chris Jericho.
That one we're probably gonna see.
That would happen. That would most likely happen more than Edge.
Yeah, I mean,
because Jericho's contract status is not really known right now.
Nope, it's unknown.
And Tony's not answering the question when people are asking.
Of course he ain't.
Hey, what's Jericho's status? Oh, Jericho's a great guy. Love Jericho. He's a great guy. That's what Tony does. He dances around the question.
Well, the Jericho Vortex trademark has been taken down. That's maybe an indicator. If anything.
Then, did you guys see who took a picture with Chris Jericho at? Was it like a hockey game or something?
No,
I did not.
Kevin Owens.
Oh, okay.
Little pro WWE press there. Although Kevin's semi-neutral, being on the shelf at the moment.
True, but it is quite the coinky-dink.
Very coincidental. Although they are Canadians. I mean, two Canadians being in a hockey game. How coincidental is that, really? Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Hey, buddy.
So I know you guys don't like the concept of the tournament, but since we're dealt the cards we have, who would you want to see win this tournament and be John Cena's opponent?
If we weren't going with people outside of WWE, if we're gonna do this fucking tournament, which I don't think they should, let's give it to someone who could benefit from this. But I still don't think that's gonna happen. I still think it's gonna turn out it's a lose-lose situation, like we talked about before. The guy wins, Cena loses his last match. I know it's the old school way of putting somebody over on your way out. But then if Cena wins, then what the fuck does that do to the guy facing him? That makes them look like shit.
I feel like Cena's old school. He's going to go out on his back. So, my opinion, whoever's winning the tournament's getting the dub.
Well, if whoever's going to be his last opponent, I guess, if they're going to do it, just fucking
the big name rumored is Gunther.
Gunther, yeah. I mean, they're pushing him as the big baddie here, so might as well if you're going to go down that route.
There's obviously Dominic Mysterio. Are they going to put the IC champion in the tournament? If he's in the tournament, that's a good hedge bet that he's going to win it.
Yeah, well, it damn sure won't be Carmelo Hayes.
No, I doubt it. That'd be very out of left field for Carmelo to win that.
So he can get his ass kicked.
That's a good question. Who from NXT? I heard people mention Javon Evans. Is it going to get a little
that boy's bouncy?
Is it going to get bouncy in Boston?
Trick Williams.
That'd be interesting.
Be very interesting, but he's kind of got a lot on his plate at the moment.
He does. Well, he's got Booker T as his fanboy now, so.
What if it's Yeet?
No.
We'll get to Jay.
Here's my. It's really more of a want, something I want to see versus a reality.
Yeah.
But I would love to just see this guy in the tournament, even. Rob Van Dam, big opponent from Cena's past.
Oh, yeah.
He's floating out there, very available.
The whole
WWE friendly still.
Yeah.
I would love to see Rob in this tournament.
Yeah, he's open for it.
They're elevated friendly now, so he could come in.
Yeah, they don't test for that specifically anymore.
Nope. And remember, he is the whole fucking show.
Not effing. Whole fucking show.
Mr. Monday.
Rob, shout out, bro.
Shout, Rob. Shout out. We love you.
You know, it'd be a real bonus if they bring Bill Alfonso. Fonzie.
I'll tell you what, Daddy. That Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night. Rob Van Dam.
He's going to be shaking and begging.
Shaking and begging.
I didn't even think about Rob Yeah, that's a good idea.
Run it back, one night stand. Almost 20
WWE, make that happen. You very well can. He's very available. The man doesn't age. The man can still perform into his mid-50s. Like,
I mean, fuck,
he's 30.
He's tit fucking his hot that smoke show of a wife. I mean, once he's busy, like, yeah, I'll come in, dude. All right.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And we are coming up on the 20th anniversary of their one night stand match. So.
Oh. All right, and then the last thing about Saturday night's main event, obviously the big news. Like Mussolini!
And extra cheese.
Shout out, Jimmy. CM Punk wins the World Heavyweight title from Jey Uso, and he holds it for 5 minutes without any interruption, and he's the champion.
Untouched?
Untouched?
Yep. Was it bad that I was kind of sitting there going, oh, God, I'm waiting for the bear it down?
I mean, that would have been kind of funny.
I would probably laughed. But
would have been very ironic.
Yeah, and so yeah, he's the champion now, and I know somebody. Greg is not going to be watching Monday Night Raw tonight because, and I quote, "I'm not watching that fucking show with CM Bitch on there."
Yeah, you will. You'll watch.
Oh boy, Greg's still ducking me on this debate. But
either way, it's not moving the needle if you don't watch, bud.
Yeah, you're good. It was the right choice because. Yeah, Jay's time right now is kind of done at the moment. I don't.
Well, apparently he can't stay he can't stay sober when he's wrestling.
Yeah, I've been hearing people talk about that. Apparently they seem to be inebriated.
He looked a little sloppy there, especially on the neck breaker. And then,
yeah, he got a kind of a receipt. Punk kind of kicked him in the head.
Well, to be fair, Jay's work has always been sloppy. That's not really an exception. That's kind of the standard with Jay. Jay's not known for his in-ring work. He's known for... And I won't even call it a good promo skill. Jay's good at hype.
He does.
Jay's an okay promo at best, but he's good at hype.
He'd
be a great hype man.
Yes.
He's very one note, though. Very one note talker. He has the yeet, you know. Sorry, Keish, but your son can't cut it. I'm sorry. And he can't stay sober.
Yeah, I mean, the experiment of Jey Uso as world champion, it didn't go over as well as they wanted it to. Punk was obviously the right choice. The only way I would see Jay winning if he would turn heel, but that didn't happen. I see that's coming, but Punk right now, he is the right choice because I mentioned this last time, Braun's looming.
Oh, yeah.
Braun's in the shadow. He's coming, and he needs to take it off an established guy, and I think Punk's going to be that established guy.
It makes sense for the long-term planning to have Punk give someone the rub. It doesn't make sense for Braun to just win it from a vacant spot.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to face the facts, Ashley, that Braun's coming to the top. Face the facts. The Steiner Recliner is coming back.
It looks like eventually it's not just going to be me and Greg having a debate. Ashley and Kyle are going to have a debate on something one time. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's going to have to be.
We'll set that up.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Be prepared, Ashley.
Okay, but yeah, not too much frill on that. CM Punk's the world champion. What's going to happen tonight on Raw, we don't know yet because it hasn't happened. Interesting to see how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, we're live, pal.
Oh, yeah, we're live.
This is live, pal.
That's live, pal.
All right.
Let me do this again here. Let me do this again.
So, the next two segments we got, I'll leave it up to you, gentlemen, which one we do first. We either do the Mount Rushmore or we do our favorite moments or memories.
I mean, to be honest, I feel it is kind of the thumbnail to the show. I think
so we can
fans
say that
have
for
waited.
last?
No, I was thinking they've waited long enough.
Oh, okay.
The other thing is more of a...
Right. That'll be like a bonus.
All right, yeah, we'll get right into it. Mount Rushmore.
All right.
I'm a man of instant gratification.
Yeah.
Or two, let us know.
Yeah,
we're professionals.
He's actually considerate. I didn't even think about that, so thank him. It'd be like, oh, this guy's making us fucking wait.
I would have said, fuck it, you're going to wait, you're going to like it. Tough shit.
So I figured what we could do is we can go to each one of us, and each one of us can just, instead of going one at a time, just give us your Mount Rushmore, your explanations, and then we can chime in and talk how we want to based on what you say and stuff, and we'll just kind of go from there.
Before we go any further, people that vape, drop in the comments and let us know if you think Kyle's hits are pussy hits, because I've known some people that are vapors, and he's not even clouding the camera right, y'all. So let us know if you agree with what I say.
What's the brand of that?
Mr. Fogg.
Mr. Fogg.
Unsponsored.
Mr.
Sponsored.
Fogg, hit us up. He's using your product. Come on.
I will promote the shit.
We
Send
are
me a care package.
unapologetic, uncensored, and as you pointed out, we are unsponsored.
Unsponsored.
Banana.
And some weeks even unedited.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everything's out on the table. When we fuck
bad.
up, we will acknowledge it. So we don't need the ECW. You fucked up. You fucked up. Shit. We know.
All right, so I'll go
told him.
ahead and go first. Here's my Mount Rushmore: Curryman, Shark Boy, Mae Young, and Mark Henry's handson, and Undertaker snakeskin pants from Survivor Series 2000. No, I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
Oh, Nichiwa.
No.
Takada! Give me a shell, yeah.
Curryman and Shark Boy are awesome. They're awesome. They're
Yes,
awesome.
they are. Fuck yeah, Curryman's fucking rules, dude.
Oh yeah, I got to put them in there. That's just a joke. I had that saved in my back pocket. No, so I'll give my real ones here. But yeah, here's my real one.
Get to the point, asshole.
I wanted to base it on people who I thought like really had an impact on the business.
Makes sense.
And I know there's going to be a lot of the traditional same old for you hear from a lot of these.
Same old shit.
Yeah.
Same old shit.
So I kind of
Same
wanted to make
old
it
shit.
a little bit different. There will be some familiar names. I'm sure we'll share at least one name here. But here's mine. I'm going to start off with The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
We talked about him last time, but I reiterate the fact he's probably the best gimmick that's ever been.
Absolutely.
Nobody could make that work besides Mark Calloway, I don't think. So, Undertaker, he just, his longevity had an influence on the business. His locker room leadership has held an influence on the business. He's
Held it down.
one of the most
Goddamn
he's
right.
arguably the most respected guy in the business. I said last time, superstar Billy Graham said something good about him.
Superstar Bittergram.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and the streak was an impressive thing that made everybody want to watch WrestleMania for all the time that it was still there.
It was an event.
It was like the thing to fucking watch.
Some
at
people
WrestleMania.
thought it was bigger than the World Championship match itself.
100%.
It tended to overshadow it depending on what the match was.
And I'm surprised they never offered that as an option for the Rumble winner.
to face the Undertaker. That's right.
I mean they never
Well,
did.
it makes sense to not offer it as an option, but maybe you could have worked it in where someone wanted that instead.
They could say, "Nah, fuck the belt. I want to beat Taker."
I mean they did do a mini tournament.
They did.
That's the one that Shawn won the first time.
Yeah, they did that, and then they did it again, and Punk won that one.
Yes, I remember that one. Yep. So it was that in itself with the Undertaker, his aura. There's just no doubt about it. He's no doubt about it, Cole. He's got to be on the Mount Rushmore. So Undertaker's
Goddamn right.
there. So next to him there, I was debating between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. I had to leave us because you're only working with 4, so you got to think about it. And Shawn and Bret, I feel like they're neck and neck as far as importance, because especially that era that they were rivals in. But I ultimately give it to Shawn, only because I feel like Shawn at the end of the day is a better big match performer, and he has more of an impact. I feel like Bret's a better technician, but Shawn's better on the mic. He's better at the big match thing. He's charismatic as hell. As good as Bret Hart is, he has sometimes the charisma of a wet sponge.
Well, Bret Hart's thing was he wanted to make every match a great match, whereas Shawn focused on matches he knew were going to be great.
Yeah. And Shawn, of course, he was definitely a backstage dickhead.
Oh, he was totally.
And politician.
Vince's,
and he turned his life around. But Shawn, but the way I figure it is, he had to have that ego because he was good. And
even if he was
knew it.
Even if he was a Vince ball licker,
yeah.
Well, he's also the only guy to ever motherfuck Vince to his face and get away.
Yeah,
with it.
that tells
That's
you
right.
something. Yeah. Look at all this stuff. Look at all the dream matches people were begging for even after Shawn retired. I remember everybody campaigning him and AJ.
Yes.
So much so that AJ himself was trying to campaign it with a fake poster. Shawn's influence is amazing. A lot of these people you see now wouldn't be here for Shawn Michaels. So I had to ultimately in the end give it to Shawn because he just had a bigger impact than
just the sexy boy.
Yeah, Mr. WrestleMania for a reason, right?
That's right. He is.
So my third one kind of was a 3-way tie too, because I was looking for small guys that really changed the business for smaller guys. I had Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, and Eddie Guerrero, and I ultimately am going with Eddie because I feel like Eddie really changed the perception of small, as Kevin Nash would say, vanilla midgets. And I think that he's so endearing to the people. People still talk about him to this day.
Goddamn right.
His influence
Vanilla
is...
midget.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nash.
think
I
about
know it was late, but I couldn't help it.
Eddie's like he's a foreign guy. He's great family history, and then here he comes. Not a lot of people will give him a chance. He's in the WWF. He's in the WWF. He leaves because he gets fired. Comes back. Then he does the Los Guerreros thing that catches on like fire. The lie, cheating, and stealing, so great. Then he beats Brock Lesnar. He fucking beats Brock Lesnar, becomes WWE champion. He shares that great moment with the Chris Benoit, which is got a dark cloud over it, unfortunately. But that's ultimately why I went with Eddie instead of Chris, because as good as Chris was, it's still hard to kind of separate the man from the actions, and I feel like Eddie's more endearing to the wrestling community, and his influence is great. I mean, everybody loves Eddie Guerrero. To me, he changed the business for the smaller guys, so I had to put him on there. And then lastly, Greg, you're going to love this, CM Punk. And I only put Punk in there not because I'm a mark, but Punk changed the perception of the business as far as indie performers. Because after Punk was there, then you got people like Daniel Bryan, people you normally wouldn't see in the big main event scene. And then once Punk left, that changed everything. You've got all the guys running up at NXT, Seth Rollins, Neville, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Then you got AJ Styles. Do you think all of those guys would have gotten a bigger chance if Punk didn't kind of like pave that way for them? He kind of let Vince realize, oh, these indie guys, they got something. And I truly feel that Punk really was the trailblazer for that. And I had to put him on there. I couldn't.
Good job.
Yeah, Kyle had to smack the can. But I will stand by that. So, yeah, that's my Mount Rushmore. Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, and CM Punk. So, which one of you gentlemen would like to go next?
I'll go. All right, so number one on mine is kind of an obvious one, but I'm going to go ahead and get it. Hulk Hogan, the great American hero, the ultimate prevailing conqueror, the ultimate babyface, one of the best heels when he wanted to be. A man that was, yes, a backstage politician, but the man also pretty much defined an entire generation of wrestling. You can't ignore that.
No, not at all.
The media was obsessed with the man pretty much to his end. That tells you his star never really faded. Even those people didn't like his political opinions or this or that, his star never really faded.
That's right.
The man took great care of his stock and body up to a point, except for his hip and lower back.
Yeah.
It's Hogan. Like I said, I avoided putting him on there because that's the cliche. I knew you were going to put him on there, but yeah, you have to. Hogan's got to be on there. And listen, did he fuck up when he did all that stupid hidden tape shit? Yeah.
The cock.
You can't defend that. Hogan's good for putting his foot in his mouth and doing some stupid shit, and he's got a notorious history for being a backstage politician. But the motherfucker was wrestling.
What do you mean, brother?
You can't deny that modern wrestling didn't germ from his influence.
Absolutely. The man was very influential. He influenced promos. He influenced in-ring work.
Yeah.
There would be no WWF without Hulk Hogan.
And there'd
be no WrestleMania.
No WrestleMania. Yeah.
No.
He put WrestleMania on the map. He put the WWF on the map. He made 80s wrestling.
So he kind of had to be on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, how many people could say they changed the face of wrestling twice?
Yep.
In two different eras.
And like I said,
two different companies even.
Yeah,
two different companies, yeah.
His resurgence, his rebuilding of himself in WCW changed the business again with
Hollywood
the NWO.
Hogan.
The dude did it twice.
Yes,
that's right. Hollywood Hogan.
Despite all his faults, you cannot deny his influence, and I know some people are going to throw it out because of what he's done. Sure, and that's your opinion, but
calm it down, you virgins. Calm it down.
I agree with you. So yeah, Hogan definitely deserves to be on there.
Absolutely.
Amen. Spot number 2. Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah, you want to talk about a man just about as influential, if not more, than Hogan?
Yep.
Let's talk about Macho Man Randy Savage. The man had drip. The man had substance. The man had flair. The man to this day is emulated. Mm-hmm. His commercials to this day would still be airable if they didn't owe him royalties.
Put Slim Jim on the
map. And they still are pretty much using kind of the same slogan, just slightly different to this day.
Yeah, they tried different wrestlers out, Edge included, to do the thing, but no one's ever going to top Macho Man.
No. Macho Man, he's so legendary, so inspirational, so colorful.
Very much.
The man used the literal graduation song as a theme song.
Yeah, he got pomp and circumstance over.
Yep.
How you ask a wrestler to do that now and make that your theme, they'd be like, "That's stupid."
That's stupid.
That's
I want to have a cool song.
But Macho Man's like, "Ooh, let me do that, man."
The man was insanely jealous, insanely loyal.
He was
the cream of the crop. Yeah.
Insanely intense.
No pukesters to the left.
He could
And no pukesters to the right.
He could be intense being quiet.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. A lot of his promos, he wasn't even trying to be intense. That was just
He was
his
naturally a crackhead. I mean,
well, his brother credited his very deep voice
Rest in
to
peace, Sleeping Lanny.
smoking pot and smoking in general.
The genius.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Lanny. Rest in peace, Macho Man.
It is kind of unfortunate. Y'all ever heard he did start the Slim Jim curse too? You
No,
ever heard the Slim Jim
no.
curse, where it's almost
Enlighten
like
us.
so. The Slim Jim curse is very similar to the Madden curse. I'm sure you know about this.
Very much.
Where if you are on the cover of the Madden game, you're doomed, and you have a shit like bad luck. Same thing with Slim Jim. Macho Man started the Slim Jim. He made Slim Jim. He died of a heart attack years later. Ultimate Warrior went to Slim Jim. He also died of a heart attack.
Well, Edge and LA Knight, thank God, haven't.
Yeah, they kind of broke the curse, but for a while there was a curse with Slim Jim.
Well, the comparison to the Madden curse is a lot. The Madden curse is a lot more instantaneous. Usually, you get hurt or have some sort of career-altering event within the year.
It's true. I mean, it did take years to catch up to those guys, but you know what? Because they got the cream of the crop.
Yeah, I am
But
the
yes,
cream of the crop.
But Macho Man, it took him too fucking long to get into the Hall of Fame. The fact they waited till 2015 to put him in the Hall of Fame.
And I think that was due to Vince McMahon heat.
Yep. That's because he was
there was an unfortunate black cloud with Macho Man over that company too.
Well,
and the possible allegations that were with Stephanie.
Yeah,
if you don't know, you Google that.
Yeah, Google that.
Possibly laid the pipe down on Mrs. McMahon. Yep.
But the thing is, there was a silver lining because do you remember that he did a commercial for
It was All Stars.
All
That was going
Stars?
to be his comeback into the company.
Right before he died, he did a commercial promoting that game.
And he fucking nailed the shit out of it too.
He was old and gray.
He was still Macho
He
Man.
was still cutting the promos.
He
Yeah.
never lost his fucking drip. Never lost it.
And then unfortunately, we lost him, and that was unfortunate. Ultimate Warrior would get a little farther than him as far as the reconciliation.
That's another similar. They both buried the hatchet with the company before they passed away.
Yeah.
Well, Ultimate Warrior then immediately died afterwards.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. That's probably a what the fuck moment sometime down the
maybe
future.
for a future installment.
But yeah, Macho Man, I would even argue he's right up there with Hogan. He's not. I mean, you could also, but no, hold on. You could argue. I'll retract that. You could argue he's just as influential as the household name as Hulk Hogan. Maybe just shy.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe just
1A,
shy.
1B is what I'd call it.
Yeah.
I was much more of a Macho Man guy than a Hogan guy.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with
either,
them, but I feel like if I did, I would have been a Team Macho Man guy.
Hey, he was justified in turning on Hogan.
Oh yeah.
Myself as
I
well.
see the luster in your eyes, Hulk.
Oh yeah, that was totally Hogan was wholly the heel in that
Yeah, I
program.
mean, both of them were involved in one of the greatest storylines ever. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the build up to WrestleMania 5, the Mega Powers
The
exploding.
only problem is I felt like Macho can never get out of Hogan's shadow.
No, and not in WWF and not in WCW. Because
But
in WCW,
influenced a lot of people. He definitely deserves to be on your deal there. So
He influenced one of your
Mount Rushmore, by the way.
Oh,
He influenced
Mount
one of your
Rushmore.
picks. He influenced CM Punk a lot.
Oh, absolutely,
too.
100%.
The elbow drop, and he pays tribute with his ring attire to the Macho Man.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so my third one is kind of an obvious one if you were paying attention last week. I am an Edge fan, and I'm going to put him here. I believe Edge truly deserves it. Edge has... Adam Copeland, if you want to use his real name, has practically redefined the business since he's been in the company. The man had not only a legendary tag team run, he had a legendary solo run. How many people can say that? And he's in the Hall of Fame.
That's right. He's in the Hall of Fame, and he's one of the greatest heels of all time. I mean,
I hated him.
Dude, when I was growing up, when he was at his peak of him just being a total asshole, I fucking hated Edge. I hated him so bad. Now looking back on it, I said, dude, he was fucking
And
good.
I drank every bit of his tears. Not literally.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone that hated Edge. Eric Morris. I loved it. I loved every bit of your hate. I loved it when you got upset and you got salty about what Edge did.
These two fuckers, every time we found out Edge won, I was like, no! And then they would be like, Edge won. They would just rub the salt into the fucking wound, man. But every time Edge got, like, killed...
And he's one of Cena's best rivals.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm kind of a little disappointed. We're probably not going to see him in this stupid tournament.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, we never.
That would have been great. I mean, if there was anybody going to do it, and I always said there was two people that I really wanted it to be, Kurt Angle or Edge. Kurt Angle, unfortunately, is not physically able to do that.
No, unfortunately,
he's
Kurt's
not.
not.
But if Edge, circumstances pending, would have been the perfect choice.
Now he's went on to AEW and actually managed to, have some success in AEW as well. Him and Moxley was a pretty brutal match, especially with Spike.
Spike in the fucking back sticking out.
Him and Christian, their whole program, both sides of it have been pretty good for the most part.
That's right.
I felt for a while there they were dropping the ball with him, but otherwise the man's done well in a second company, so I think that's criteria enough for him to be on Mount Rushmore.
And then, like you mentioned, he changed the face of tag team wrestling too. He was
in that. Christian, let's give Christian some credit too.
Yeah, they were part of the three teams I mentioned last time: Edge and Christian, the Dudleys and the Hardys. They changed tag team wrestling in the early 2000s.
Not bad for a guy who started out as, what was his name? Sexton
Hardcastle.
Not bad for
and his entrance into the business was won with an essay contest.
Yes. And not too bad for a guy in his debut match that broke someone's fucking neck.
And what was he supposed to be? Some deaf guy? Wasn't that?
Yeah, he was supposed to be a deaf guy when he came in '98. And then he had his debut match against
Jose Estrada. It was Jose Estrada's.
That Puerto Rican guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was part of Los Barricos.
Los Barricos, Savio Vega's shitbag group or whatever.
Yep.
Very hairy dude.
Yeah, we have the useful information for you here, folks, because we are a Markcast.
We are professionals.
We are the Mark.
Kyle is we know a lot, but Kyle is our residential Rain Man.
Yeah, I noticed you all were in desperate need of me in the last couple episodes when you needed some facts. And I'm sitting there going, I could tell him right then and there.
Yeah.
The brain is back.
Off the top fact guy.
The brain is back.
He knows too many stupid facts.
Yeah, I am the master of
I'm the
useless
general
facts.
useless knowledge guy. He's the wrestling knowledge.
That's right. I am the master of useless
And I'm
knowledge.
somewhere stuck in the middle somewhere.
Well, I would say you're the brains of this operation, but when it comes to facts, I guess I could take that.
You have an edge on me. Wink, wink.
Yeah, pun intended.
But yeah, Edge is totally
absolutely deserved. One of the top 5 heels of all time, easily.
But at least WWE heels.
Oh yeah, well, maybe just heels in general. I mean, fuck, he got some.
Position number 4. One that I almost wanted to put 2 people here, but I felt that's kind of unfair. So I'm just going to omit the other one that I wanted to put. He's kind of he's not really on good terms with the company right now anyway. So let's go with Triple H. The man worked his way from terrorizing to the literal top of the wrestling mountain.
This is going to be divisive.
And Jean-Paul Levesque.
Oh yeah.
The man achieved everything you can achieve in the business, at least in WWE/F. The man was part of a great faction, a great tag team outside of that faction with the 2-man power trip.
Underrated tag team.
Very underrated.
Very.
He had great solo success. He had great success with a manager, without a manager, with his wife, without his wife. The man eventually did, yes, go on to marry the boss's daughter, Stephanie. Although Triple H was already kind of doing some of the backstage work before he even got with Stephanie, if you listen to some of his shoot promos.
Oh, yeah, him and Shawn were, well, by association when they were together in DX. Shawn was close to Vince, ergo Triple H was, in Vince's perimeter as well. If you believe what he says, Triple H actually claims to be the guy that told Vince to say, screw Brett. Screw him. Do the bullshit finish, get the belt off of him. So he has had his hands in the off. Plus, he was with the Clique. So he knew how to kind of work it around backstage a little bit.
He knew how to play the game, no pun intended.
The man was the sober driver for the legendary Clique. Let's not forget that. That man had to chauffeur some of the most legendary drunks and otherwise inebriated people in the business.
He was the straight man of that fucking group.
As Kevin Nash said, we need a driver.
That's right. Like I said, the man knew how to play the game right. No pun intended. That's right.
The man knew how to get someone that was about ready to go into some Soma shakes out of a restaurant, and he knew how to drive straight.
Yeah.
Sure, he peeled back the curtain on the business and got heat for that. I mean...
Not to mention the fact that he's probably the real reason that we got Shawn Michaels' second run.
Yes.
Because he's the one... Because Shawn, if you don't know this, Shawn was supposed to face Vince at that SummerSlam. That was the original plan. He was going to do one more match. It was going to be some sort of thing with Vince, kind of like what we got at WrestleMania 22. But Triple H was like, no, let me do it. I can take care of you, Shawn. I can work you through this match. And because of that, Shawn got to see, I still got some gas in this tank.
He still got it.
And kind of gave him his confidence back. Not to mention, he gave Ric Flair's confidence back.
That's right.
When he became Triple H's sort of manager.
He reminded him that he was Ric fucking Flair.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that Triple H has done, which I agree with. And you got the people that are obviously going to say he married his way into his success.
He buried people in the
got that criticism.
He did hand out a few shovels, but I mean, who doesn't do that as a booker?
And there is one criticism that I don't necessarily argue with. The thing is that Triple H wasn't the top guy. He was the guy that worked with the top guy. That's still impressive, though.
Oh, absolutely.
He's still working with the top guy.
He worked that into being the top guy.
Right. Yeah.
And people complain that
fake it until you make it, and that man pretty much did everything he could to make it.
And you know what? They complained that he was a boring wrestler. He was very slow and methodical. I'm like, but that was his style.
He wasn't boring to me because I hated that motherfucker when I was a kid watching him. Motherfucker made me cry.
Did great heel work.
Oh, yeah.
2000 was easily his best year, in my opinion.
And am I the weird one who didn't hate his promos that everyone
when he would come out on Raw every week and cut a 20-minute promo?
Am I the weird one for not really hating that too much? Like,
he knew that guy.
I hated him as a heel, but that never bothered me, perturbed me.
Well, he knew that pissed people off, and he's like, I'm going to piss them off.
Yeah.
And besides, with Evolution, he created 2 new stars.
Yeah,
he created Batista.
We got Randy Orton and Batista.
Yep.
So everybody who likes all of Dave's work in his movies, you got Triple H to thank.
Triple H got the ball rolling with that.
Absolutely.
Batista would still be a fucking bodyguard and whatnot.
Oh, 100%.
He'd still be working at fucking nightclub. He'd still be Deacon Batista.
Yeah.
You know? He pulled him out of Deacon Batista.
So yeah, a divisive option, but I concur with you. That's a good pick.
But DX, one of the greatest factions ever. DX,
Mm-hmm.
All-time great.
All-time great. 2-time Hall of Famer, by the way.
Two-time.
Yeah.
Two-time.
Let's not forget that.
Yep.
Not to mention, he's at the helm of the ship right now.
Yeah, he's running the ship
he
now.
He's the man, the face that runs the place.
He's the swinging dick of the company now.
Has he kind of fallen maybe a step or two behind in certain decisions? Maybe. I still think he's doing a good job as far as certain creative things, better than Vince did. I mean, he's giving more opportunities for people that you normally wouldn't have gotten. His run as head booker in the Black and Gold was very good.
Oh, dude. His run in Black and Gold NXT,
which Sean's taken over, and Sean's doing phenomenal himself.
That's right.
But Triple H, it's a divisive pick, but one that I feel like nobody can overlook. He definitely deserves to be on somebody's Mount Rushmore.
You basically have the 2 degenerates running the company.
Pretty much. Yeah. In fact, it's so funny how the Clique ended up somehow running wrestling.
When they kind of ran it in the 90s, now they're really running it now.
Yeah.
Now they're
the
like
Clique's
I said,
influence runs runs wild.
Runs far and deep.
30 years later, now they're the swinging dicks.
Well, I wouldn't say the entire clique. Just
True.
couple members.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we no longer have one of the members with us.
Scott Hall.
Scott, R.I.P. Scott.
Yeah.
We love you, Scott.
Yeah, I would have loved to have had him on my Mount Rushmore.
Oh man,
He
could be a big honorable mention though, because man, let me tell you something about Scott Hall. He was
100%.
when he was Razor, he was one of the coolest.
If there was a Mount Rushmore of coolest motherfuckers,
he'd be definitely on there.
I know this is kind of behind the scenes stuff,
He'd
folks,
be on.
but floating the ideas of episode themes, one of them that I had written down was our favorite coolest wrestlers. If we ever get to that, spoiler alert, Scott
Hall's going to be on that fucking
100%. Just for the fact, you guys remember when they threw the cup of beer at his head? He was in the middle of a WCW ring. Some dickhead threw a full cup of beer,
whatever.
and instead of getting pissed, he just went
in his hair. It's still
and
in
then
place.
continued on with his promo like nothing fucking happened.
Dude, ooze machismo.
Why do you think we start out every episode with "Hey yo"?
Hey,
That's our big tribute to Scott.
So yeah,
Say hello.
but yeah, I love your Mount Rushmore. It's pretty good.
I wish I had a toothpick right now.
All right, Kyle. What about your Mount Rushmore?
All right, to my Mount Rushmore, I will say my number one. Same with you, The Undertaker.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, he is my GOAT. He is my guy. He's always been my fucking guy for years. He will, and we'll go over what you said, but he is like true the measuring stick. Mm-hmm. Everyone is taking advice from Undertaker, and I will not tolerate Undertaker slander in this fucking podcast.
I didn't mention it when I was talking about him, but I think you could probably concur. When he hung the boots up, that was really the end of an era.
It is. Like when he called it a career, sure, he did it with no audience, unfortunately.
Still a cool boneyard match.
That's right.
Yes.
He got his swan song.
Legitimately, that was the end of an era. That
Absolutely.
No pun intended. They tried running that a couple of times, but
yes.
Yeah. But, I mean, Undertaker.
Triple H, Taker, Shawn, Taker.
Yeah, that's right. But, Taker, the fact that, I don't think you mentioned this, but the fact that he stayed in kayfabe for 30-something years almost. He did not break.
Talk about dedication.
He was so committed to that character. He would go out in public and dress in black and stay silent and all that. And he would only let just a few people into his group that he trusted. But when he would go out there, he did not want to be like, hey, Undertaker's is this cool guy. I'm like, no, he is the Undertaker.
He waited till he actually retired before he's like, all right, kayfabe's over.
Which was smart. A smart thing to do for Undertaker to do. And
Let's not forget him and Paul Bearer for a good while drove around in a black hearse.
Yep,
that's right.
Oh yeah,
Just
he stayed committed. He stayed committed.
Oh, my Undertaker! Just imagine seeing him and Paul Bearer getting out of a black hearse out of McDonald's.
Dude, imagine that. That would have been a fucking something to see.
You want a Happy Meal?
Give me a quarter pounder!
Make sure you get cucumbers for my Undertaker.
I want bacon and extra cheese.
You know about the cucumbers, don't you?
Yeah, I do
you
not
know
like
about that?
He hates you know that?
Oh yeah, the cucumbers.
He hates
Undertaker,
cucumbers.
Yes.
Paul Bearer said he had a story where he put a cucumber in his mouth, and when he was taking off Undertaker's gear in the ring like they normally do, he looked at him and went. And apparently Undertaker had to hold back as much as he could not to break character. He powdered out of the ring just so he could get away from Paul.
Undertaker's kryptonite was cucumbers.
Yeah.
It still is. But dude, fuck you, Paul, for doing that.
Well, to sympathize with Undertaker, I too had a tragic childhood instance with a food item, and to this day,
So you can relate.
It's not like I'm afraid of it, but I definitely just don't like thinking about it. I don't like the smell of it. No, I can't do it. So I feel you, Mark. I feel you.
No, but I mean the fact that, and then this goes along with Triple H too. The Undertaker was the best at evolving his character too. Think about it. He started off as the Mortician Undertaker, the Western Undertaker,
Which
the
probably one of my
zombie-like-
favorites.
Definitely underrated. I mean, I love when he was the zombie no-selling Undertaker, and he would. I like he was the strong, silent, and even from Jump Street, when he spoke, it meant something.
And he scared the shit out of the little kids.
Oh, dude, when he would come out and the camera would cut to the kids crying. I remember Survivor Series '91 when he faced Hulk Hogan. There was a kid like in a mother's arm crying his eyes out, seeing this dead fucker coming down the ring to kill Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Oh, you got me, brother.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's an
Thanks,
old
Hogan. But the fact that, but back to that, the fact that he evolved his character in the 90s, he did not want to stay the Dead Man character for a long time. He wanted to evolve, and then he went to the American Badass Undertaker and all that. Which I love the American Badass Undertaker.
Yeah, we said
that's ups and downs.
Yeah, we said last week that initially a lot of fans weren't really keen on that.
No, when he came out on that bike at Judgment Day in 2000, people were like, "What the hell?"
The snakeskin pants.
Okay, yeah, the Godfather's pants, and then the snakeskin leather tie or promo aside. I mean, he was already kind of dipping his toes in the water. With
but then when he became Big Evil, that's what changed.
When he started saying, "You will respect me" and all that.
In my
yard. I'm the big dog that runs that yard.
Yep.
And if you try me, I'll make you famous. I think when he started coming out the Rolling, that's when people were like, "Oh, he's fucking cool, dude." He comes out the Rolling, he rides down on the bike and all that, and people were like, "Damn, this guy's fucking cool." And the fact that he was it was dope. It was. And the fact that he was hesitant to go back to the Dead Man character after that, he didn't want to do it. But
Vince is like, "It's time, Mark."
But the fact that he jumped right back into that character like he never left it.
But did you notice he did go back, but he kind of like
elements.
He still had the attire on.
He had the knuckle gloves.
Yeah. But eventually, over time, he did away with it and went to the singlet and all that.
Yeah, changing over time.
Yeah, and then the fact that he hit his prime so late in his career,
his best matches were towards the end of his career.
From 2006 to 2010, he went on this legendary run with just classic matches with Batista, Edge, Shawn Michaels.
Him and Shawn had probably one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time.
Dude, they had the greatest. I mean, him and Triple H and Shawn combined those 4 years, 4 classic matches. And
bangers.
His feud with Batista brought the best out of Batista and all that. And then when he went on that world title reign, I mean, he got jacked too. Like, he got fucking ripped. And his in-ring skills went to another fucking level. I mean, not a lot of people can do that late in their career.
No.
Yeah, sure, did he slow down? Did he go maybe too long, maybe post-streak ending and all that? Even he will admit, I should have retired a long time ago. Fair. But he wanted that last hurrah. He wanted to make sure I'm going out on my fucking terms. I'm going out. If I'm satisfied, I'm good on that.
Yeah, he could have. He was going to retire after Roman Reigns. He could have.
Right.
But he had too much respect for the fans.
That's right.
He wanted to do something better. Obviously, there was a couple more misses. Goldberg.
And it was hard to... the man couldn't really tell Vince no. He looked at him like a father.
Well, like you mentioned in the last episode, he was the most loyal dog Vince ever had.
Yes.
He did what Vince told him to do. Mm-hmm. He could have went to WCW in the 90s. He could have and been the mortician over there. It's the mortician! Mark Calloway!
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he's like, no, I'm staying here. Even in the darkest times in 95 and 96, he stuck around, dude. And he made Mankind look like $1 million that year.
Oh yeah, he helped Mick Foley's career big time.
He was one of the guys that make you look good. He will make you look good, and he'll make you look like shit too.
Not to mention, he was the head judge of Wrestlers Corps.
Yeah, he was the locker room leader. Everyone went to Undertaker for advice.
He was the man.
He was the man. He was the big dog of that yard. Mm-hmm. Yep, he 100%. was. He was the measuring stick. So Taker definitely number 1 on the Mount Rushmore. I mean,
I still say his Hall of Fame the year he went in should have just been him.
I agree. It should have been the one time they should have had one guy in there, and they should have and they did give him all the time that he wanted. They gave him all the time he needed.
True.
And he gave probably the greatest speech of all time.
But if it had just been him, I'd have been okay with it.
I would have been perfectly fine. Because it would have made sense for Undertaker to go in by himself. Because he's that fucking important.
He's like the second, the next best thing as far as a locker room leader, as far as reverence goes, next to Andre. Because you heard the same things about Andre.
Andre, he was the boss.
Andre was, they called him boss.
He was the boss, and Andre was the same way. If he didn't like it, he would make it known. But if he did like it, he would do what was best for the business.
There's another given on anybody's Mount Rushmore is Andre.
Right.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, right, yeah. But yes, Undertaker definitely deserves to be on that Mount Rushmore, no question about it.
He's legendary French giant.
Rest in peace, Andre.
Rest in peace.
Andre, rest in peace, boss. Number 2. I'm going to my number 2. What? I said I'm going to my number 2.
What?
My number 2.
What?
Number 2, Mount Rushmore. What? Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Give me a hell yeah.
If you think Stone Cold needs to be on the Mount Rushmore,
Give me a hell yeah.
hell yeah! Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right.
The most popular wrestler of all time. we talked about how Hogan changed the business of wrestling. Well, Stone Cold did it just as big as Hogan.
Yes.
I mean, Stone Cold came in at the right place at the right fucking time. Post Ringmaster. Thanks, Vince. You've heard about the shitty gimmicks he was offered at first, right?
Oh, yes.
Fang, Ice Stagger,
Fang McFrost.
Chili McFreeze.
Oh, God.
And Fang McFrost.
Gotta love creative services.
Yeah. And then he was called the Ringmaster because he's a technician. No. Fuck you, Vince. He's not the Ringmaster. So finally, it was because of his British wife that came up with the Stone Cold character.
Oh,
the Stone Cold name. And then Stone Cold came up with the character from a real serial killer.
And not to mention Austin 316.
Think about it. The most popular T-shirt in wrestling history. Still holds the record as the most sold merchandise.
At the expense of poor Jake the Snake.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jake the Snake is a legend, but man.
Love you, Jake.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. The Austin 316 promo. One of the most significant moments in wrestling history.
Absolutely.
I mean, and it was just going to be him winning the King of the Ring, and he was going to go up there and give a typical speech. But when he dropped that line, Austin 316 says, "I just whipped your ass."
Yeah, and him and Vince's rivalry was arguably the hottest period in that company's history.
It saved the company. Stone Cold saved the company from going, because they were getting their ass kicked by WCW every freaking week.
Oh, yeah.
Stone Cold came in, and even though he got his neck broken and all that, it could have ended in disaster.
Oh, yeah.
But he came back and he broke records and pay-per-view buys, ratings, attendance. He was the Attitude Era. When I think of Attitude Era, it's Stone Cold.
Absolutely.
He was the guy in the Attitude Era. Like, even to this day, when that glass breaks, everybody fucking pops. Everyone knows it's Stone Cold. Like,
oh, yeah.
No pyro, no gimmicks needed. It's Stone Cold walking in the ring with attitude.
You knew there was going to be an ass kick.
There was going to be a can of whoop ass. I mean, and he showed potential even in WCW when he was stunning Steve Austin.
Dude was a great wrestler before he got injured.
A
Nobody really.
A lot of people don't realize he was a great fucking technician. Like, he would go over to Japan and have like these banger matches.
His matches with Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, the Steamer.
Then when he got hurt, he had to change his whole style.
He had to go to the bar
brawler.
He had to go to the barroom brawl style, yes, but it worked for that time.
It's just like Hogan. Hogan could wrestle. Look at him in Japan.
Oh, yes.
But you didn't need to do that.
No.
Austin had just to do the mudhole stomps in the corner, the Luthez press, the stunner, bam, 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 the throw and the haymakers. That's all you needed with Austin.
When he would hit the stunner, the whole place would
and
just
the
explode.
middle fingers?
Oh, yeah, the middle finger.
The two-finger salute,
I mean, dude. And then when I think of 98, I think of Austin. That was his fucking year. He owned it. I mean, those segments with Vince and him fucking with Vince and all that, I mean, those made...
some of the best television.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. Stone Cold made it fucking
Austin
work.
smacking Vince with the bedpan.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Sound to this day resonates in my head. Bang!
I'll take a rear nurse.
I'll take a page of Dr. Austin, we don't love. Then the concrete into the Corvette. And then McMahon 316.
Great Corvette, by the way.
Oh, yeah. McMahon 316 says I just pissed my pants. I mean, and then his feuds with The Rock and and Triple H and all of his feuds that he had, he made him stars, man. His feud with Undertaker, I mean, Stone Cold there's no doubt he is the man that changed wrestling bigger than Hogan.
It's arguable he had a bigger influence. He had a bigger impact than Hogan did.
Even post Attitude Era, Stone Cold
sold more merchandise than Hogan ever
did. He did. The Austin 316 shirt is the top seller merchandise.
There's the dream match that never happened.
Yeah,
we got it. We almost got it.
We almost did at WrestleMania 18.
Well, we got a taste of it. Remember the Go Home show? There was a 3-on-2 tag.
Yeah, and they were in the same ring together.
That was the closest we got.
Yeah, and
until Hogan and Austin and Rock were in the Silver Dome, brother.
The Silver Dome. Right here in the Silver Dome. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the Superdome, brother.
Right here in the Silver Dome.
Good to be back here in the Silver Dome. And that's another thing about Austin. People don't talk about Austin's promos that much, but dude can cut a fucking promo. I mean, when he started in ECW, post WCW, that's where the Stone Cold character was created.
If you guys have never seen Austin's ECW work, his promos, his promos, I encourage you, go to Peacock, YouTube, wherever you can find him, watch it, because that's where he grew to be. That's where Stone Cold started, was in ECW.
It's when Paul Heyman said to Vince that one time, Stone Cold was drinking his first beer at ECW.
And he was.
He was. Like, that, the Stone Cold character started in ECW. That was the catalyst to him being the Stone Cold character. I mean,
He seems a little obsessed, but that's because he is legitimately pissed about what he's talking about.
yep, legit. That's why it worked, because when Stone Cold talked and he was pissed, you bought into it. You thought, oh fuck, he's gonna kill somebody tonight.
Asshole, ass, big old mud whooping ass, whatever.
Can of whoop ass.
Can of whoop ass. He's gonna stop a mud hole in my ass for flubbing it up.
Damn, you dumb bastard.
Damn it, you better get it right.
Also, he makes great beer, by the way. His Broken Skull beer.
I've never had it. Is it?
Try out Broken Skull.
Broken Skull, we need a sponsorship. Stone Cold, send me some beer,
I don't
please.
drink beer, but I will gladly.
Stone Cold, I will
promote
taste
it.
your beer. Please, bring your beer.
We will make him drink it.
I will drink it right here on camera. I don't give a fuck. What? And he started the what chant, which was annoying.
It was cool at first, but after he left, it kind of got annoying.
It's only really good if it can only ever work really with him.
Yes.
Yeah, Austin made it work. I mean,
Or if you were in a promo or a program with him.
There you go.
Yes.
oh man, I forgot to mention his feud with Bret Hart. I mean, the feud with Bret Hart was one of the best feuds ever, too.
The WrestleMania 13 match.
One of the greatest
best.
matches ever. Top
And it
5
gave us
match.
one of the best visuals.
Austin bleeding with the blood coming down his face in the sharpshooter. I mean,
One of the best visuals.
that needs to be on the Mount Rushmore visuals.
Oh.
Like, that's iconic. And that's when Stone Cold got. That's when he was taken off to the next
Fun
level.
fact, that's Jim Cornette's favorite WWF match.
I mean, that's a great choice. I mean,
It was a good match.
It was top 5 match of all time. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
they saved that fucking WrestleMania. They did.
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt about it.
No
but
doubt
yeah.
about it, Cole.
Stone Cold, he's my number 2 guy of all time as well. He's up there with Undertaker. Some days Stone Cold is my number 1 guy. But he's up there on the Mount Rushmore. Stone Cold, I mean, that's the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold says so.
That's the bottom line. Number 3 on the Mount Rushmore. I'm surprised none of you all mentioned this, but I'm going to put the Nature Boy! Ric Flair! The limousine riding, jet flying,
Kiss stealing, woo dealing,
Son of a gun!
oldest ride, longest line.
Space Mountain!
Space Mountain's open for business, baby.
Rick motherfucking Flair, dude. If there was a man that defines how a world champion is presented,
And
it's
so
Rick.
should be.
It's Rick fucking Flair. He is the measuring stick on how a world champion should be.
I know that I hate this term, but I have to use it. He was the OG drip god.
Dude.
Yes.
He transcended pop culture with. Think about all the hip hop stars that had all the drip and the fur coats.
They're all influenced
because
by
of
him.
Ric Flair. He started it.
No one dressed as sharp as that guy back in the 80s.
Snake alligator shoes. I got shoes that cost more than your house.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he ruled. I mean, we said Hogan ruled the 80s. Ric Flair ruled the 80s too. I mean,
It depends on what promotion you was watching.
yeah, if you were watching
There was
NW,
two names, Hogan and Flair.
Yeah,
That's
well,
why it was-
Dusty was there too.
Well,
True.
Yeah.
Dusty was great, and he was the perfect match for Flair in the 80s. I mean, you had Ric Flair, the rich asshole, arrogant, rich guy who thinks he's better than everyone. He pretty much transcended that gimmick too. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
sure he wasn't the first Nature Boy. I mean, there was Buddy Rogers and.
But he's the
Borrow-
one
he did kind of borrow the gimmick,
He did borrow the gimmick,
But I think he went more
but he
with
made
it.
it his own.
he made it his own. Ric Flair came into his own with that fucking
Unlike
gimmick.
Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
Yeah, that
gives
guy
a
didn't
shit
turn out
about that
very
guy.
well. Yeah. And to think that Flair started off as just a shitbag beefcake in the 70s.
Yeah, dude was friggin'
He
jacked.
was big and thick, like thick.
And then
He was
what,
a
it
thick
was,
boy.
It was the airplane crash that changed it, wasn't it?
Yes, he
the
broke
air-
his back.
In 75, he broke his back. And then he came back stronger and he became
And
the
then
Nature
he was
Boy.
the guy Harley raced and trusted the belt to.
That's right. When Harley raced...
There's another bad motherfucker.
Oh, Harley race, you don't want to fuck with that guy, dude.
No,
That
that
guy
man's a
fuck-
legit shooter.
Mount Rushmore of
That's
badasses, Harley
Rest in
race.
peace, Harley race.
Haku, Harley Race, and who are your other two?
God, imagine going in a dark alley and seeing those two motherfuckers.
Haku, Harley race. Who else would be on that Mount Rushmore real quick?
Oh, shit. Haku,
Bad motherfuckers.
Stone Cold.
But
Stone Cold's got-
he doesn't have the rep that those two guys have.
No, he didn't, but I feel like Stone Cold would be the one that would throw dirt in your eye.
Danny Hodge. Does anybody know who Danny Hodge is?
Gerald Briscoe.
Oh, yeah.
Briscoe. He fucked
Danny Hodge, I know who Danny is. Yeah, Danny was a legit shooter.
Oh, yeah.
legit shooter.
Good.
I mean, yeah, but Harley race, he trusted Ric Flair with, and he gave him he basically passed the torch to him
Yeah.
at Starrcade '83. I mean,
Big
Yeah.
significant moment.
Yeah, he didn't win 16 titles. He won actually 24 titles technically. I mean, but
Yeah, but who's going to argue with Ric Flair?
yeah, who's gonna argue with the Nature Boy? I mean, come on.
The dude was just charismatic.
Dude, we talked about Macho Man dripping earlier. Ric Flair was dripping pretty fucking good. I mean, when he would cut promos, everybody listened. It didn't matter if you hated the guy or you loved the guy. You listened to Ric Flair talk when he would cut a promo.
It was entertaining, whether you liked it or not.
And he was also one of the best guys to blade because of his blonde hair.
Oh, he would go
crimson at the end of a good old.
And he also just bled everywhere too. He was a bleeder.
Yeah, as Gordon Sully would say, it's the crimson red. It's the crimson red of Ric Flair. And then he could back it up in the fucking ring too. He was one of those heels where he said he was the best. He'd go back it up in that ring.
And share the criticism that he does the same stuff. But hey, it's the same stuff that sells.
It sells. I mean, yeah, did he get a little too choppy towards the end of his... Like, he would just throw chops at you and all that? Yes, but it's Ric fucking Flair. I mean, who's gonna be like, nah, fuck that. I'm not watching that.
Mount Rushmore of chest chops.
Oh, dude.
Hamburger City.
Who would you rather take a chop from? Ric Flair, Chris Benoit, or Gunther?
Oh, God.
Or Bob Holly, Daniel Puder.
Well, Benoit's arms were short and stout, so it was going to fucking hurt.
Oh, they'd cave your fucking chest in.
Flair could cut you. It was the knife edge chop.
Well, here's someone who didn't get credit for his chop, but he had a really good chop too. Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah, he had a pretty good one. Yeah.
Let's not forget Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero working over Daniel Puder in the corner.
And then fucking Bob Holly. Yeah, Daniel Puder, you fucking goof. Thought you were some hot shit, but then
God, yeah.
The ones Eddie was giving him was just as stiff as Chris's.
And then fucking here comes Bob Holly to go in there and kill him.
Oh man.
Oh, I hate rookies.
Love you, Bob. You were awesome.
You know, bombastic Bob Sparky Plug Holly.
Bob,
he'll come after you. For
I've seen
one.
bits and pieces of your autobiography. It's great.
It is great. He was. Oh yeah, I could show you this right now. I will break your ass in half, you little shithead. Said that to Michael Cole.
Yeah.
But Ric Flair, he was WCW as well. I mean,
oh yeah,
you could argue
he was the NWA too.
He was the guy in NWA. He was the
heir apparent to Harley Race. He
took
that mantle from Harley Race,
and he made it his own. I mean, then all the classics he had in the '80s with Dusty,
Ricky Steamboat,
the trifecta of classics in '89.
Even good old Terry Funk.
I mean,
Ric Flair, you stupid bastard.
You stupid bastard, you egg sucking dog. They had the I Quit match at the Clash of the Champions.
He put the bag over Ric Flair's head too.
He did. So he kind of...
He got them in some serious shit.
Yeah, Terry, dude, my God. Then he obviously was the guy who made Sting. With that classic and Clash of the Champions '88.
Would be no Sting without Ric Flair.
He was there. Sting and Flair were one of those guys that was destined to do it forever too. I mean, they fought for a long time, dude.
They were the first and last match of Nitro, weren't they?
Yep, first and last of Nitro was Sting and Flair because they were the two cornerstones of WCW. I mean, when you think of WCW, you think of Sting and you think of Ric Flair.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he wrestled with the best of the best. I mean, he made Lex Luger look great. When he got in the ring with Flair, he can make you look fucking phenomenal. He could. And even when he got older, like when he got in his 50s and he got his confidence back, he kind of got...
He had a bit of a resurgence.
He did.
He had a career resurgence.
He was IC champion. He had some banger matches with Triple H.
I mean, one of his best matches, you could argue, was his match with Shawn at WrestleMania.
Yep, his retirement match.
I'll admit, I teared up in the end of that match.
I'm sorry, I love you. I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, then
that was emotional.
That was very heavy.
Very. I mean, they fucking tore it up at that year's WrestleMania. I mean,
I wish it kind of ended there because his TNA run wasn't as spectacular.
Yeah,
but they did give us the woo-off.
Yes, that's Ric Flair's peak.
That was worth it right there.
Yep. If you've never seen it, just Google Ric Flair Jay Lethal woo-off.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
In TNA, you will not be disappointed.
It was a great segment. Legendary. Hilarious. I laugh at it still to this day.
Limousine riding, Rolex wearing, kiss stealing, who could kiss any female in here, even that fat one, and make her cry. Woo!
If I die, it'll either be here or on top of a wild woman.
And I believe that. I mean, he banged so much fucking quiff back in the 80s, dude. He did. He laid it down to so many ladies. I mean, he was.
Hey, Space Mountain was open for business quite a bit.
Dude. And he started the Four Horsemen, the prototype of faction.
One of the best factions of all time.
Without the Four Horsemen, there would be no DX, there would be no NWO, there would be no Evolution, there would be none of these factions whatsoever.
Very influential.
So Flair, a 2-time Hall of Famer too, by the way.
Oh yeah, wasn't he the first 2-time Hall of Famer?
He was the first. He was the first. Yep.
Yep.
Well deserved, because my God, Flair is one of the best. I mean,
Woo!
still to this day, people.
Actually, isn't he a 3-time Hall of Famer? He's in for the Horsemen. He's by himself, and he's also in TNA.
He's in the TNA Hall. No, he's in the NWA Hall of Fame. He's in a lot of Hall of Fames. Actually.
Well, are we referring to just WWE Hall of Fame or multiple? Like,
I was referring to two being in WWE, himself and the Four Horsemen.
I don't think he's in TNA's
He's not
Hall
in
of
the
Fame.
TNA one, because
I swear he was, but I might be wrong.
we're live, pal.
And live or not, I'm gonna say what I fucking want to say.
That's right. But yes, Ric Flair definitely deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore. I mean, he's one of the greatest wrestlers that ever lived. I mean, there's still people who think he's the greatest of all time. I mean,
Arguably, yeah. I mean,
Arguably,
you can't deny that. I could never argue with somebody who brings that up.
I mean, Flair. I mean, he's that damn good. Woo, woo, woo. Number 4 on my Mount Rushmore. I had to go back and forth on this, but I mean, I have to go with Andre on this one. I mean, I know it's cliche. Everyone's picked.
No, I mean,
No one's picked Andre though. So
But hey, I mean, there could be tons of guys that go in that number 4 spot. But Andre, just like we mentioned with Taker, before Taker, Andre was the leader. I mean, he led that locker room. He was the boss. Like
and you have to realize, it was ultimately up to him that he decided to make Hogan that night.
You know what? He could have said, "Nope, I'm winning tonight."
You know how much he was held together for that match? He was like freaking.
He was taped at the ribs. His knees were already shot.
He was basically wearing.
Literally was in need of surgery.
He was basically in a body cast.
Well, he was also in need of a lot of alcohol that night, too.
Yes, he's a legendary drinker.
He's the greatest drinker who ever
I'd
lived.
say they had to get him his favorite, cognac.
Dude, even fucking Ric Flair has to say, okay, that guy's good.
I mean, Andre he could make or break you.
He could, legit.
He decided your fate is your
Andre would
career.
make this can look small.
Oh yeah,
Legit. Like, have y'all ever seen the picture of him holding the beer can?
And this is a bigger can.
That's
He
a
would make
big.
this look small.
That's a decent sized can, and he'd make it look like a baby toy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Andre. I mean,
Not sponsored, by the way.
Not
Get at us. You know what you saw.
you want to sponsor a sponsor? You go right ahead. Please. Hey, sponsor Mr. Fogg right here. That's right. Sponsor me, assholes. I need some free shit. I'm a broke dick, and I need money. I need free shit.
Hey, we're honest here.
Open and honest,
pal.
unapologetic too. But Andre, I mean, he was the measurements like in the '80s. Like he was like one of the first big attractions. When Andre was on the card, people came to see Andre the Night. Dude.
Yep.
I mean, cause
He went everywhere. Vince Sr. hauled him off everywhere.
that's right, and you know,
And wherever he went, it was a sellout.
it was. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Man was a draw everywhere he went, no matter what.
And he played a big part into selling out the Pontiac Silverdome in WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, everybody pretty much went to see him and O. Hogan.
That was the big draw. I mean, sure, Steamboat and Savage stole the show, but did they come there for Steamboat and Savage?
No,
they
that's
came
the
for Hogan
unfortunate thing.
and Andre. The first big dream match in wrestling history. Like at the time in '87, that was the biggest match of all time.
And it was so well built that people forgot they actually fought plenty of times before.
I mean, they built Andre undefeated for 15 years, even though he technically did lose, but in his career, and he was body slammed a few times and pile drove too.
But to the casual audience, they didn't
believed
need to know.
it.
They didn't need
They
to know
believed
that.
I believe that.
They'll believe it. They'll be like, yeah, that guy's been undefeated for 15 years because he's a fucking a giant.
Yeah.
And he didn't need a world title to be a legend. He did not need a world title.
No.
He technically did get the world title for 3 minutes, and before vacating the belt to Ted DiBiase. But you know what? The man didn't need a belt, and he was truly the rightful guy to kick off the Hall of Fame. I mean, he was the first Hall of Famer in '93.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone was going to kick off the Hall of Fame, it was Andre the Giant.
Yep.
I mean, even Undertaker knew Andre was the boss. He knew he was. He looked up to Andre, literally too, probably. But
A lot of people did.
he hated Randy Savage, unfortunately, but
he was not. He hated Ultimate Warrior even more.
yeah, I mean, you ever heard of the Baby Oil story with him and Macho Man?
No.
Yeah. Well, this is Hogan telling, so take it with a grain of salt on how Hogan tells it, because he's known to tell porky pies. But he said, so he was getting taped up in the locker room, and he goes up to Andre and goes, excuse me, Andre, hey, big brother, what do you think we're going to do out there in the ring tonight? And keep in mind, Macho Man was covered in baby oil at this time. He used the whole fucking bottle almost. And Andre was just typical, playing cards in the locker room. He looks up and he goes, "No baby oil! Get out! Get out! No baby oil!"
And he would pull his hair in the
So
ring?
he would get him out in the ring and pull his hair, smack him in the fucking face. "Is it real, Elizabeth?" Whack! He could hand out chops too. Like imagine getting swatted by that big fucking meat hook.
The big frying pan.
Dude, his hand. There's a reason at headquarters you can go compare your fucking hand size, and he even made Brock Lesnar's hand look small.
Yeah, and did you ever hear the story about him in Ultimate Warrior?
Oh,
Have you?
so
This one's from Bobby Heenan. He said that him and Warrior would do house show loops, and that Warrior was very fast and frenetic, and he was kind of hard to get a handle on. And he was starting to piss Andre off. So he kept going, and that Bobby Heenan said that was his cue. That was Boss's cue. You need to tone it down a little bit. Well, Warrior didn't get the hint, and one night he's bouncing off the ropes, and Andre just went, "Fuck it." He put his fist out. And it caught.
Oh, yeah, he runs smack into it. I heard the story. He handled him. Slowed him right down.
Yo, dude, he would handle business and then Iron Sheik.
Oh,
He handled Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik.
rest in peace, Sheiky Baby.
Sheiky Baby needs to be on Mount Rushmore of heels because, oh my god, he was a fucking. He was a character.
Mount Rushmore of Hogan haters.
Fuck you, Hulk Hogan! I fuck you in the ass, camouflage!
Camouflage!
He gave one of the greatest speeches ever to Hall of Fame, and then Bobby Heenan comes and goes, "What the hell did he just say?"
Plus, just throwing it out there, the obscure reference: greatest wrestling cameo in Canadian television history, Kenny versus Spinny.
All-time great cameo. If you watch Kenny versus Benny, you know.
Yep.
But dude, and Sheiky, he would come up to Andre and he'd be like, "Buddy, tonight I put the Sheiky body slam you," and then Andre would be like, "Get out, no!" And then he'd take him out in the ring, and apparently he was running his mouth backstage, like he was shooting off, and Andre was pissed at him, so he was like, he took him out there and he fucking just.
You weren't slamming Andre unless he let you slam him.
That's why when he called the slam on the spot in the ring, the Hogan slam.
Yep.
And then
He made Hogan's night that night because
the body slam heard around the world. I mean, it wasn't the first body slam he got, but it was the body slam that shook wrestling up forever. I mean,
Now, there is a moment tied into that body slam, and I'm not sure if it is truth or one of the many Hogan exasperations.
it is true, brother.
And that is that Hogan actually broke his arm in the middle of that slam.
I've heard the arm. I've also heard he broke his back too.
I tore my back in 13 places, brother.
He broke 13 vertebrae in his back. That was his claim.
And then I tore Japan.
If he broke that many vertebrae at once, he'd have collapsed on the ground instantaneously.
And apparently, according to Hogan, Andre died right after that match. Yeah, in a.
I love you, Hogan, but
rest in
sometimes
peace,
your
Hogan.
memory was.
Well,
is a
keep
little
in mind
shitty.
when he said
Well,
that.
now it makes us question what actually happened a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
keep in mind, Hogan was drunk off his ass when he said that on MTV Cribs. He picked up his boots and goes, "These right here are my favorite boots. I wrestled Andre the Giant in these," and then a couple days later, he passed away. I'm like, Hogan, he died in '93. He was alive for about 6 more years, dumbass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, apparently Hogan claims the match was called on the spot, and Andre would keep him, which maybe it was true because this is Andre the Giant.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, "Andre, what are we gonna do tonight?" And he'd be like, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it."
To the point to where Vince wouldn't even tell Hogan.
Yeah, Vince, he goes, "You gotta go talk to Andre." So that's saying something when Vince would be like,
When Vince defers.
and he goes, "Go talk to him. Go talk to Andre," because Andre was in charge, man.
Yep.
And and he beat the shit out of Big John Studd for real too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and it got to the point where he beat the shit out of Big John Studd so that he ran out of the ring and grabbed his bag and took off. Then Vince is like, "Where are you going?" He goes, "He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me."
Well, you wouldn't want Andre chasing after your ass.
Well,
You wouldn't want that man getting his hands on you.
what about the guys in the bar that fucked with him? And then he goes, "Ugh."
And then is that where he picked the car up from the back?
He flipped the car pretty much on him. And
No, here's the real story. They actually bothered him in the bar.
Yeah, he
Okay.
was
And
in
they
the bar.
kept goading him.
They were throwing shit at him. They were,
And when he finally snapped and stood up to do something about it, they ran out of the bar into their car. Which then he followed them to their car and flipped it over, and then promptly left them to figure out that a giant flipped their car over.
That's
and
right.
the police thought that they were drunk and arrested them.
Which is that
They took Andre's side.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take his side.
Andre wasn't present. He left.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like, there's no giant, and you clearly are just drunk driving.
Yeah,
That's right.
Go fuck yourself.
He's also the greatest farter of all time too.
I've heard that.
Man also shit in bathtubs.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta think what toilet was gonna hold Andre the Giant. I mean,
Very few, I guess.
He would take
I'm sure you could make one especially for him if you wanted.
can you imagine the shits he took? God, imagine, because he did eat a lot too.
Imagine the stench.
Well, apparently, according to, he would fart out a plane, and apparently, well, this is Hogan probably exaggerating it again, but apparently it was so toxic, it would blind the fucking pilots of the plane. They'd be like, God damn it, what the fuck? And he goes, Andre, you're going to wreck the plane, stop farting. Once he lifted that leg, you were in trouble.
Imagine an Andre the Giant Dutch oven.
Dude, about the Princess Bride fart when he was on set of The Princess Bride.
Oh, God.
And he literally stunned the whole movie set with a 16-second fart. And the director looked at him and goes, are you okay?
Well, he's
goes,
got a big ass.
well, imagine the skin flapping. When he farted on The Princess Bride, he goes, you okay, Andre? He goes, I am now, boss. Yeah. But yes, Andre, number 4 on Mount Rushmore. One of the greatest ever of all time. I mean,
All right, yeah.
Andre is a fucking living legend.
Can't argue with that. So that was a good thing. Mount Rushmores, we took care of that for you. So I hope you leave in the comment section your Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
We would
Let us
love to
know.
hear yours. If you agree with us, if you think we're a bunch of dicks, just say anything you want. I
Not
don't
me
care.
specifically.
But yeah, let us
I'll
know
argue
your
with you.
Mount Rushmore of your wrestlers. I mean, we didn't touch on the women. We could talk about that.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Well, would you look at that?
Look what the
Look
red.
who shows up right at the end of an episode. It's the guy we talked about at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, would you
Now he
look at
shows
that?
up. Wow.
So yeah, we're gonna close it out here. Put a bullet point on it with some of our favorite memories. You got a couple there, Kyle, you want to talk about? Your favorite wrestling memories, whether it be something that you were actually there or something that you just enjoyed watching?
Well, I do got one memory I could come off the top of my head, and you were there with me about almost 20 years ago to be exact. We went to SmackDown back in 2005.
Oh, yeah.
And that was one of the first times I remember going to a show. Technically, I did go in 2003. I have a memory of going to a house show.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing about that is that's technically I did see Undertaker wrestle that night. He wrestled Big Show. And then Big Show was selling like crazy on the ring, and I thought he was dead. I thought and this was when he was the biker taker, so he didn't do no satanic shit on him. But Big
Show's dead.
I was like, Mom, but Big Show's dead. And he goes, no, he's fine. And he rolled out. I said, oh, okay, well, he's not dead. But 2005, it was a double taping SmackDown. They taped Super SmackDown and then regular ass SmackDown.
That was the night that Taker got run out of the entrance.
We were close to the stage.
Yeah, we were actually really close.
We were close.
There's actually a very small glimpse. If you watch that episode, you'll see us.
Yeah, we're there technically. That's when
Randy Orton ran him through the entrance, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then lightning was striking. Taker did some spooky shit.
Do you remember? Were you going to talk about what happened before the show started?
Oh yeah. So we're getting in our seats, right? And then all of a sudden, people are corralling around up to the seats. I'm like, well, what's going on up there? And I think
Literally, probably like 20 seats down.
20 seats down. Aaron's like, Teddy Long's over there. And I'm like, what? We're going up there, we're running to Teddy Long. He goes, I'm sorry, player, I gotta get the show started. I gotta get the show started.
Keep it kayfabe.
So I was literally like 5 feet away from Teddy Long. So I saw Teddy Long.
Yeah, I actually had that on my list too. So you knocked.
And that was the night. Which was
Mark Henry, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Mark
right.
Henry.
That was that was a little too close to Eddie's death too. That's when they brought the lowrider out.
Yeah, I remember.
And that's
that.
when Randy was being a total asshole, you know. But then he hit Undertaker with the tire iron, and he backed the car up through the SmackDown set. And I thought Taker fucking died right there, and he exploded. The fucking car exploded.
And then the next tape, not like an hour later, Undertaker was speaking through the speakers.
Hello, Randy.
And that's where they announced their Hell in a Cell.
You're going with me straight to hell.
Hell in a Cell.
And of course, Dad was trying to spoil. He goes, I saw him jump off the car. He did. Apparently, he looked behind the SmackDown dome and saw Taker go. Get off
Dad was good for spoiling kayfabe for us.
Yeah.
I remember watching No Way Out 2000. It was Mick Foley and Triple H in that Hell in a Cell. and Foley's career was on the line, and I was still naive to the business. And I remember going, Dad, won't Kane or any of the good guys come out? And Dad goes, they're not fucking coming out. That's not going to happen. Mick Foley's going to lose. I'm like, why are you saying that? And then now I look back and I'm like, Dave.
Yeah, he was in on it. He
knew.
He knew. Yeah,
But that was cool. I'll throw probably my favorite moment that being at Heatwave 99 for ECW. My dad won a radio contest, and we went up. It was the Herod Arena up in Columbus, Dayton, Ohio.
Yep.
And I don't have a lot of memories of it, but I remember specifically in my mind feeling the heat from the flaming table
With the Dudleys.
when they lit it, because they took on Balls Mahoney and Spike Dudley, and I remember them cutting the promo. You not seen that? You know this promo, don't you? The Heatwave 99 promo.
Oh, yes. The
YouTube it. I don't remember it word for word. I remember them doing it. The thing I remember the most was this lady to my right going up and throwing the double deuce, and I remember trying to do it, and my dad went, "You stop that! You cut that right now."
This was a small arena of ECW fans just probably giving the finger.
Yeah, and I remember having beer thrown on me too.
Yeah, so Aaron was in the original ECW when he was.
I wish I had more memory of the show there, but that's the one thing that
That was also the same night that Jerry ate barbed wire.
Yeah, I wish I remembered that.
Taz made him eat barbed wire.
Nom.
Mike Awesome was there that night, wasn't he?
Mike Awesome. Yeah,
I got to see Mike Awesome. That was.
You got to see the original ECW run. I mean.
Yeah, but yeah, I can
tell you that promo.
That's one of my favorite memories. You got any good memories?
Yes, I do actually. I want to take you guys back to WCW. I want to take you to the entrance of Harlem Heat and Raising the Roof. I remember that was one of my earliest wrestling memories is watching Nitro.
It's all like
Raising the Roof every time Harlem Heat came out.
It's all like
every time Booker came out.
Yeah.
It's all like neckbone, sucker.
Oh yeah.
That was great times. And I'll tell you another great memory. And it's kind of a weird one, but my first experience with sex appeal.
I think all of us had that.
Well, this one's a bit unique in the fact that it's not in the way you think it is. Okay, so elementary school, I was talking with a friend of mine, and we were talking about different people's favorite wrestlers. And he brought up that his mom liked Kevin Nash. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, and so finally I asked him, I said, why does your mom like Kevin Nash? And he said, without missing a beat, because she thinks he's sexy.
Big sexy.
And this is like second grade. I don't even know what sexy is. And so it doesn't even strike me until a couple years later exactly what he meant. And when he started calling himself Big Sexy, and I'm like, oh, okay, it means girls like him. Okay, I get it now. But that was literally my first experience with sex appeal. Kind of weird, but that was a wrestling memory.
Yeah, you can't deny that, man. No. Shit. Yeah, Big Sexy. Yeah.
Too sweet.
Obviously my first real thing to sex appeal was the late night commercials of ECW.
Oh.
My mom did not want my dad watching that shit.
This was when Mom was saved for the first time.
And well, not even that. She didn't even like it even before that, because ECW was very sexy. Had a lot of sex appeal. That was the first time That was one of the first times that and Jerry Springer were one of the first few times I saw lesbians kiss on TV.
Ah.
Remember when Tommy Dreamer took the lesbians on that once?
Yep.
And it was Come On Alea. And it was Beulah McGillicuddy.
Yep.
He goes, I'll take them both, I'm hardcore.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
So, we talked about our favorite wrestling memories. Do any of you guys have a not so good wrestling memory you want to share?
Yes. Quite a few. God, I mentioned before, all the times Edge would piss me off, that fucking terrorist. And Randy Orton, when he went bald, too, he was a terrorist as well. God. But moments that kind of soured me on wrestling, man. I mean, when they got PG. I mean,
yeah,
that's when I kind of dozed out. Even at 12 years old, I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, obviously the big wrestler deaths were shitty.
Yeah, Eddie, we're coming on Eddie's 20th anniversary.
Eddie, Scott Hall, and Bray Wyatt were three that I remember actually shedding a tear for.
Don't you remember Owen's death too?
I don't. The only memory I have of that was I came home from school, and I don't even remember memories of Owen before this, but I knew of him. And Mom goes, "Hey, Owen Hart died." And I remember crying about that, even though I don't have full memory of it. I just that moment where she told me about it, I'll never forget that. So
yeah, I mean, I remember y'all telling me how he died, where he was just bounced on the rope and like there was so
footage of that you'll never see, and
He
thank
hit the
goodness.
turnbuckle post.
I think it was chest first.
Yeah, it was chest first. He went,
and then this is just Jim Cornette's take on it. He said that you could hear. He said people in the audience were saying as he was coming down, he was yelling for people to move.
Yeah,
even the referee was like, I heard something like, and I heard someone go, "Look out!"
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually is audio out there of the Spanish commentator.
Yeah,
of the Spanish version of the show, you can hear him hit the ring, and it's pretty.
That's footage that I never want to see.
Yeah, keep that in the vault. We don't want to see that.
So
we don't want to see that. But yeah, that was shitty.
Yeah.
But on a lighter note, the Muppets hosting Raw was pretty.
That was horrible too.
Horrible. That's when I knew this was peak cringe of WWE. Oh my god! And that was after Punk reunited our,
what a
that was during the guest host era, guys.
Oh yeah, the guest host era.
Well, we could talk about that in a future episode. We could talk about that in a future episode.
Hold it up, and I will ban you from the Summerfest.
Oh, fucking Jeremy.
Yeah, the
Piven.
Summerfest.
Jeremy fucking Piven.
What about Al Sharpton and the rodeo guy? And hey, there was only a handful of guest hosts.
Well, to be fair, if the guest host era were now, we would just have a bunch of Netflix semi-celebrities.
That'd probably be worse.
We had a fucking Raw as Love is Blind or something.
I think the Tony Hitchcliff version would actually be kind of funny. He's kind of a funny comedian. But other than that, I don't think these things would go too well anymore.
Yeah,
maybe a Bert Kreischer. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, Bert GM would be pretty good.
I mean, what about, you have that Love is Blind bullshit on Raw if that was the case.
Oh, God.
Raw Love is Blind, pal.
Oh, man.
That would be so cringe. Oh.
Yeah, so this is only the biggest one for me. It's more recent. But it's getting cock-blocked to see AJ Styles at Cavalcade Customs. You were there with me. Yep. So we go to Cavalcade Customs because AJ's going to be there.
Sounds like a bummer for he continues, but go on.
And we go there, and we literally have to wait in line for like 3 hours, right? Because this is huge. Because AJ's like the big star that's going to be at this auto show, and this was at the peak. He was WWE champion at this time. This was his peak, and we wait in line, and this line is out of the ballroom.
We were there for 3 hours of that.
And we get to the entrance to the ballroom. Mind you, the line is still going on inside, right?
Yep.
And as we're at the top, we're literally like 2 people from the ballroom. We start hearing rumblings that they're getting ready to shut it down because his management's like, it's time for AJ to go. But nothing happened, so we kind of got closer in. And we actually got to the part of the line where we're looking right at the table with AJ.
I could see his belt.
Yeah. And they go, all right, AJ's done. We're going to wrap it up. And I was so pissed because we waited there for
fucking nuts.
That sounds shitty.
But here's the thing. AJ came by. He actually walked by the line and was saying hi to people. He didn't really look at us. I had like a video game case I wanted him to sign.
I think that was me.
One of us. Yeah. But we actually did. Kyle, you yelled at Timmy White. Remember?
I did yell at Timmy White. I gave him the friendly tap shout out.
Yeah, but yeah, that was disappointing that we didn't get to see AJ. It was a total cock block because we
about kicking the fucking balls.
Yeah, so that was pretty disappointing.
Yeah, 3 hours of nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
So has anybody got any final thoughts before we wrap it up here today?
I got one thing. It's not necessarily a personal memory, but I do think it would be a bad memory for those involved. The original Tough Enough, when Triple H punks out the entire cast.
Oh, I love that moment.
And he's having everyone take a bump. Take a bump. And then it's your balls out.
By the way, what do you
imagine how long they saw that guy's ball before Triple H pointed it out.
You see the one chick?
They probably had been working out before Triple H showed up, so his ball's just been dangling for God knows how long before he finally has the actual set to mention it.
And he says it nonchalantly. He's like,
nonchalantly, like mid-show, too, just like your balls hanging out.
And not to mention,
I'm going to take care of that.
Not to mention the chick next to him was looking at his dick, too. And she was like, oh.
Besides, one of your nuts is hanging out of your shorts.
But,
big balls.
That was cringe, I'm sure, for them. Definitely a cringe-worthy moment in television.
Yeah. Oh, what the?
And a shitty moment, apparently, right now in podcast history, ladies and gentlemen.
This fucking guy.
One fart. There's my fart, baby. There it is.
Bad enough we were going to have a burp omnibus. Now we're going to have a shit in your pants.
Oh, God.
Coming eventually, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I got dark pants on, too. Oh, jeez.
We better wrap this up before it starts to stink.
I told you I was stuck in the shit for a
Well,
while.
thanks again, guys, for tuning in to episode 5 of the Rated R Wrestling Podcast. We've had a fun discussion here of our Mount Rushmore. Like I said before, leave your Mount Rushmore in the comments. And also, leave us some of your favorite moments, your favorite, not-so-favorite moments. Join in the discussion. We'd love to hear you.
Love to hear
Our
you.
comment section's getting a little bare. We'd sure like it to kind of get a little populated here.
Absolutely. There's no, even the dumb comments. We'll take the trolls at this point.
Yeah, and just to let you know, if you want the audio version of our first episode, it is actually up on Spotify right now. I will leave the link to that. Still in the process of getting the other episodes on the audio format, so we're getting in track with that. So, gentlemen, it was a great conversation. Can't wait to do it next time. So, as I've always said, I'm Aaron, a.k.a. Stud Muffin Supreme.
And I'm Dick Diamond. I'm Kyle the Dick.
And I'm Michael the Motherfucker, and this has been the Rated R Wrestling Podcast at Elevation Studios.
I'm back, fuckers.
Thanks for fucking watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.